Mika's making Nahida angry. Mika, you're not gonna like Nahida when she's angry. Oh, no. Oh, Mika, no. Mika's gonna die. That's the death god. That's the death god. Oh, man. I don't know who would be the third member of that team, but the death gods would be a team. It would be Shinigami, it would be Nahida, and there would be some Danganronpa character, but I don't know who would be the death god. Someone write that down. Good day, good peoples, another fine day in the year of the Radiance. Toon Link, Dave, Bravo, Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalous Cars, Turnip Boy. All here sponsoring Avi, the reigning, defending, undisputed champion of champions, because I know a lot of you are like, boo, Avi, he sucks. You thought last week was going to be the week where Avi lost all of those titles, and you were right, I have to give it to you. You were right, Avi lost every single one of those titles that he had. But he also gained one in the process, the Champion of Champions title. Isn't that something? You thought that for a moment there, he was holding on to 4 championship belts at the same time. What a beauty that was. And even though he's down to just one, it's still the run of a lifetime for the greatest competitor in Hunger Games history. Welcome to the Danganronpa Hunger Games. We got tag team action, slightly smaller than last season because we are quickly approaching the 200 mark in the Hunger Games, and Brain Steel can only handle 200, so we had to dip it down just a little bit. We've cut it just a little bit. We've still got plenty of characters from all sorts of franchises here today with some Danganronpa people as well. We have, starting off the top, your two-time tag team champions at the start of this season. They said, take that, rewind it back. They want a second run with the titles, Dinner Party, Karumi, and Kanji. But how long will those championship reigns run? Because watching them is perhaps the most accomplished tag team champion of all time, Jotaro, leading 2 very dominant forces, Mew and Yuta, as a part of couples counseling. They are your agents of chaos. I'm looking forward to see what they can do together. Now, Kotoko and Kotoka have expanded Twin Magic, and now Three's Company with Kotoko, Kotoka, and their third, Kokoto. Who would have thought that we would see this? The older, more mature of these 3, but will she be able to help these 3, win the championship? They've never held that championship gold together. High flying, we have Kaito the Wanderer and Yosuke returning once again. Big gremlin energy will be featured in a fight at Brawloween this Saturday. Crazy Oko Hook and Anna will be there, and they will, so you better be there or be square. Mage Against the Machine has Himiko, Official, and Ophelia. Back again, Made to Rule, Sonia and Camilla. Flower Power, Monophony, and Noir and Dedu. Damnation returns as well with Monodam, Kibo, and Queen. Kid Rock sees Monokid, Alice, and Leon. Deep Pocket still sees Monosuke and Ayato. Hamtaro sees Monotaro. Hifumi and Mika. Where there's smoke, there's a return for Nagito, Yoimiya, and Mishima. Virtual Idols sees Big Junko, Kazuna, and Miku. Back again, lost their championships, want them back. Could they do it? They sure can. Nail Party, Rantaro, On, and Kana still hanging together. Cut above the rest still sees Munakata Mai, and was so close in preseason, made a name for herself just recently. Amame wants to lead her team to victory for real this time. Snapshot sees Mahiru, Nahida, and Marcy 7 still. Magic and Science, that ampersand still does not work in this simulator, but Usami, Maya, and Nagisa do work. Fashion Fraud sees Samugi, and Shiki let him cook territory again. Turncoats, Haiji, Ruruka, Hina. Boys Sleepover, Masaru, Gin, and Shoma. Just Monica. IT Club still sees Chihiro, Futaba, and Rhyme. Poor Unfortunate Soul sees Juzo, Tengen, and Kizakura. The Professional sees Togami, Welt, Zhongli. Too Sweet sees Izioi and Iris, and the Raiden Shogun. And Perfect Pitch sees Kanan and Yunjin as we move into a bunch of brand new combinations. Oh, okay, maybe not that new. Okay, go back. It's gonna be good. There we go. Anything for her. Have lost Corey. Corey's found a new team, as you can just look over right to your right. Desahiko says, I'll do anything for her. Who is his her? Every her. Mukuro and Renmaru both focusing on a singular her. Desuko's like every her is my her. Ghost Zone sees Corey, Amber, and Vivia. Amber because, you know, Amber is she's the ghost of Amber. Corey's in the house because, you know, and Vivia, if you know, you know. What I go to school for, Chisa, Kawakami, and Nightwing, three very, attractive professors. For lack of, you know, lack of simping terms. Time and Space sees Fubuki join them, which is, admittedly, perfect for their little entourage. The Doctor with now his two companions, Rindo and Fubuki. This is Team Makoto. It is Makoto, and Makoto. And this is the Ghostbusters. The Killing Game Busters, Gota and Kokichi, and the Ghost Lover, Panette, form together if there's something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Panette, Gota, and Kokichi, Ghostbusters. And of course, I hate that hedgehog. Monokuma, who was canonically said that in his video game, and Eggman, who was canonically said it as well. Crystal Clear sees Hero, Aiba, and Professor Layton, because, you know, Hero's crystal ball, Aiba, who is translucent, and Professor Layton, whose puzzles are always crystal clear, right? Right? Gamble pays off. Celeste, Halara, and Galon all having to do with a little bit of gambling. Love to play a little game of chance, and you know they all very fond of the fun. So maybe less so Galon, but you know, roll the dice, baby. Roll those dice. I'll tell you what. So the story goes, we have two accomplished authors, Toko and Xingqiu, along with So. And so the story goes. Stop, look, and listen. Komaru will be stopping you with her paralyzed bullet from her megaphone. Sophie will look up whatever you need, and you gotta listen, even if your ears do bleed, to Ibuki's rockin' soundtracks. Memory is key. These three lost their memories, and their memories hold the key to many important things in their games. Hajime, our pancake champion, aka Bajime, Kyoko, and Yuma, small companions. We see Gundam, who's got his small Dark Davis. Joe, who's got that little doggo in his pocket. Does that doggo have a name? It needs to have a name. If not, we're gonna name it. And Paimon, because always acknowledge your traveling companion. Put your ones up for Hello Nurse is back. Hiroko, Mikon, and Sasha. Pimp's Mafia sees Kazuichi, Fuihiko, and Peko teaming up together. Cops and Robbers sees Taka and Keiji both trying to uphold the law, and then Leon, who honestly wants to uphold the law too, but you know, in his past he might have, you know, done a little bit of crime here and there, just a little bit. Who hasn't, you know? Get motivated. Zuru just can't seem to get motivated, and so Nekomaru has teamed up with the lovely Now, and they are going to try and help Azuru get motivated, much like last season we saw Human Studies help Azuru learn more about humanity. Maybe Azuru, by the end of this like season or these games, we'll see a resurgence. Maybe he'll feel something in his heart. Tipping the scales. We have Chiaki, who's tipping the scales in any game she plays. Tiki, because she literally has scales, and you know that little like that justice thing that has the two scales on it? Well, there's Fiorina. For our friends, we have Sayaka, Sato, and Boss, who will legitimately do anything for their friends, including murder, or blackmail, or anything. Sick Wheels, we got three people who are riding sick, I guess, two-wheelers, to be honest. Mondo, Mizuki XL, and for the first time, Mitsuru. Welcome on in. Straight to the point, we have Seiko, Genocide Jack, and Kyutaro, all three doing something about, you know, pointed objects. Seiko and Kyutaro both out here, you know, needles. Seiko administering needles. Kyutaro just not wanting to get stabbed by him. And Genocide Jack, she got some sharp scissors, I'll tell you what. And Be Yourself, Can't Be No One Else. These three all have some rebel hearts. Young Mitarai, maybe not so much in the actual series of his, not games, he wasn't in the games, but in the AWE, that man definitely has a rebel heart. And you know what? Even in these games, the Hunger Games, he's born a rebel heart deep within him. Joker, literally a rebel against society. And Kazuha, literally a rebel as well. Big and tall, this is the big and tall section because that's where they have to shop. Daisaku, Fat Togami, and Crazy Yoko Extra Large. They got the big old, they the big old bunch. Praise and Aru! We have Anji, Barbara, and Pandreo. 3 very devout individuals. And Pandreo, the more I look at this team, the more I love it. And let me tell you why. Let me talk to you. Because Pandrea's gonna be like, he's gonna be Aru. He's gonna hit that Aru. And then Angie, she's gonna adopt it as well. You know, she's immediately gonna be like, Aru! 100%. And then Barbara's gonna be the one who's gonna have to like learn. She's gonna have to like ease into it. She's like, Aru? But I'll tell you what, once she gets it, it's gonna be incredible. And that's just my headcanon for this team. And for some reason, I really like them a lot because of it. I think the team dynamic is nice. More than meets the eye, we see Sakura, Sarah, and Akechi. Because they all have a little bit more than meets the eye when you look at their characters. I won't say too much because, you know, spoilers for, I guess, 3 different series. Live entrance, we have the Great Gozu, Reiko, and Shinyan. The Great Gozu is going to make his way to the ring, and playing him on with some incredible music will be Shinyan and Reiko rocking out for him. Fantastic gymnastics, we have Akane, Violet, and Mizuki, all 3 able to do some fantastic athletic moves. Would be very good at gymnastics. 2 of them legitimately do it, and Mizuki, I think she'd be dope at it. Music Theory sees Shuichi and Heizo for the theory, and then Kaede for the music theory. Very nice, clean. Unorthodox upbringings, we have Maki, Kai, and Rosaria, all 3 raised by not their own family, but raised to be, well, in the way of the blade or the murder. And thus, that's how they were brought up. It's interesting. Like I've gone through each of their backstories, and you know what? All a little bit similar. In some way. Laser Focus, Tinko, Kole, and Natsumi, who all have a laser focus on their goals. Be it destroying all degenerate males, be it to be just like Amber, or be it to be the ultimate little sis. And lastly, The Hunger Games has more than one royal family. There they are. 3 competitors, all royal in their own right. Queen Junka, Kang Ryoma, and if you recall from Twitch AV's road to, or I guess my rise for Klee, Queen of the Ring Klee. The 3 of them, both recognizing each other's, or I guess all 3 recognizing each other's royalty, have built a bond, a royal family, and they look to dominate the tag team division together. And thus, that's where we lie this season. That being said, let me know, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, who do you got? And also tell me, what are your favorite teams this season? Who's your favorite teams this season? Give me your top 3 favorite teams, and of course, who's your tag team ride or die? I'm going to select mine and go through these games in just a moment. But for right now, there is one more thing that we are obligated to do. So, let's do it? Yeah, let's do it. We might as well. It often feels like a formality, but it has indeed hit at this before. So, in 3, 2, 1. It's time. It is Agent of Chaos time, but I won't waste too much time because it's going to be a long old episode. It's going to be a big old episode, so we're going to roll this thing, we're going to spin this thing, and we're going to see just where it lands as I release right here, right now. Yeah, we're fine. We're A-okay. We're golden. We are absolutely golden, and thus, that's all she wrote. We'll be back next time with 10%. But for right now, you can actually make your picks. I've already told you to do so. Oh, I said I was gonna get, what was the question I had ready for you guys last week? Dang, I've forgotten it. I knew this was gonna happen. Man. Oh, I do remember. I remember. Okay, never mind. I'll get there in a second. So first and foremost, walk and talk with me. let me pick my picks first and then ask you guys that question. Usually do it in the reverse. I'm gonna do it how I usually do it. So, in the comments, pick your picks, tell me your ride or dies, and then also tell me, do you have like a drinking apparatus that is your favorite? And I know drinking apparatus sounds ridiculous, but I mean like, do you just have like a favorite mug, or cup, or even bottle? And tell me about it, because I have a couple. There's one that's a raccoon that's over there, and it's just adorable. and during like a year of college, that's all that I would drink out of. I was like, I only drink from this cup, and nobody can stop me except for, you know, like water bottles and whatnot. However, there's that one. I haven't drank for that one in a long time. It's kind of just like a decorative item at this point, but it's real neat. I'm probably gonna have to show it to you guys one of these episodes. More recently, this mug. It's got the shiny versions of Magikarp and Gyarados. Very neat. And then also, I just like, I like good mugs. I like fancy little mugs. There was the, I think I was drinking out of it last week, but you guys have seen it on the stream probably last year, I think. I had that like Minecraft pumpkin mug, or jack-o'-lantern mug. Are the eyes lit up? I'm unsure. Love that one too, even though it's like very square, so it's hard to like wash it, but I like it a lot. So tell me, what's your favorite mug? If I had to pick a favorite out of these three, I'm very fond of this one right now. I also have one that has Uncle Iroh quotes on it, and I love that one too, but I digress. I think the Pokemon one here is probably my favorite. Let me know your favorite cup, or mug, or whatever. Tell me about it. I'm gonna pick my favorites in the comments, because your comments are important. I'm gonna make some picks, because it was gonna be a long episode. I'm gonna take them, because I know who my ride or dies are gonna be. I do. Give me Memory is Key for third, though. Give me... I'd like to see So the Story Goes do well, and I'd also like to see the royal family do well, but I'm gonna say this time it'll be So the Story Goes. And for first, and my ride or dies, I am going to take Praise and Aru. I like it a lot. I just like the energy that the three of these could have. I think that it would be a very entertaining trio, because they all have like pretty distinct personalities. I feel like Pandreo and Barbara would get along very well, but Angie's so like chaotic about it. But then Pandreo with the parties is also semi-chaotic. I just feel like there's a lot of good chaos that could spawn from these three. That being said, we do have Pablo here today because Asnir is training, I think. I haven't really seen him train recently. Asnir, I don't want to say he's missing, because every time I say someone's missing, everyone panics, but he's probably just training, so he better just be training. There's a match this Saturday at Brawloween. Let's roll and see how this thing goes. Pablo, we knew you were here, but like, thanks for being here. Legit. I know Asnir's trying to get ready. He's like, oh, this is gonna be my time to shine. Maybe it'll be your time to shine too one of these days, Pablo. I mean, y'all are great. I think, you know what, Pablo? I might have to talk to Wednesday. Maybe you'll be in the Rumble. I'd like that. That would be fantastic. That being said, hey, it is time. How many times in this massive game, just gonna give two good tosses for the first tag team episode in season 15. Pablo, you done us good. That's not one time. If I can click it right, there we go. Not one time, not two times, not even 3 or 4, but 4. The most fantastic of resimulations, the spiciest of resimulations we will be resimulating 5 times. And we gonna go because it's still a big episode. Y'all see all these people. A lot of newcomers, a lot of new teams. A lot of people who have been here before, but let's proceed and we will see. It is a bloodbath. They're the Horn Bears, and they're gonna do what they do best, and they're gonna sound the horn. So Horn Bears, if you would please. Thank you, Horn Bears. Oh man, if Avi were here, this game would already be over because everyone else sucks and he's just great. So, let's do it. Kanon runs away from the cornucopia at the start of tag team action. March runs away as well. The comment section bet all of their mana coins on Xingqiu, so Xingqiu better win. Well, you know what? I believe. Mai finds a wizard robe. Hot. Futaba takes a handful of throwing knives. Reiko couldn't make it to today's game. She had a doctor's appointment. Haiji clutches the first aid kit and runs away. Sato runs away from the cornucopia. Kawakami and Heizo, recognize each other and both put their trust in one another. Hajime takes a sticker from inside the cornucopia. Monokuma bashes Joker's head against a rock several times. Sophie gets down on one knee and proposes to Mukuro. Mukuro laughs at Sophie, continues to do so. That's not cool, Mukuro. That's not cool. I guess she's not the one you would do anything for, though. Iris finds some AV-shaped popsicles in the cornucopia. Monosuke snatches a pair of sais. Jack runs away from the cornucopia. Fubuki takes a running start, and Superman punches Vivia's head clean off of his body. Fubuki making a fire start in her first game in tag team action. Kizakura runs away from the cornucopia. Junko is sick and tired of these reptiles and grabs a hat and a net. Joins AV's animal control. We love that, Junko. Tinko and Monotaro recognize each other and put their trust in one another. Paimon runs away from the cornucopia, so does Shoma. Kaede scares now away from the cornucopia. Ryoma time travels in from his blue police call box. That's not yours, that's Dr. Taichi's. Genocide Jack is up there, but Crazy Oko Shalarge grabs a shovel. Joe finds a talking Komodo dragon. Says it's a Zuru. Asner's placed a curse on him. Where is Asner? Tell me where he is. The only one that can break this curse is Joe, and he has to kiss him. Joe obliges, kissing Azuru, turning him back to normal. Cleus sets Monokid on fire with a Molotov. You know, Monokid, hopefully last season wasn't a fluke. You're gonna have to prove that it wasn't. Kurumi finds a vision in the cornucopia. Why would the Archons leave something like that here? Maya gathers as much food as she can. So and Togami agree to kill each other last. Ooh, cross-teaming. Well, kills Keiji, then frames Nijima for it, and she gets punished. Oh my gosh, one Makoto down. Shuichi and Mika run away from the cornucopia. Shiki grabs a honey glazed ham. Izui throws a knife into Kibo's chest. Okay, it's starting to get violent. Kokichi grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Katoka grabs a chainsaw. Rantaro takes a running start. Superman punches the onion, sends her flying across the arena. Is she an onion or is she a leek? I can see both. Let me know, is Nahida more of an onion or a leek? Juzo accidentally steps on a landmine. Toko finds a wizard robe as well. Monica gets a sword. Rendo severely injures Sayaka, leaves her there to die. My guy. That Tokami runs away from the cornucopia, so does Zhongli and Nightwing. Kyoko takes two swords, spinning rapidly on the spot, cleaving Kanji, Tiki, and Nagisa. Goodness gracious, where do you get the second sword from? Gonta takes a handful of throwing knives. Kazuha grabs a backpack and retreats. Monica gets a canteen full of water. The comment section bet all their mana coins on Ophelia, so Ophelia better win. Seiko realizes that dying doesn't mean anything in this endless cycle of despair. She's already a Hall of Famer, so she's gonna live it up this game. Yosuke brought a tray of freshly baked cookies. Chiaki doesn't get any though. Pandreo runs away from the cornucopia. Chi-Chi runs into the cornucopia and hides. Halara gets a honey glazed ham. Hiroki gets down on one knee and proposes to Layton. Layton also laughs at Hiroko. He's no longer in True Gentleman, that team, so he's out here like, oh, I guess I can be a real fiend this season. Yeah, I don't want to imagine Professor Layton as a fiend. I don't. Sarah finds some AV-shaped popsicles. Kai runs away from the cornucopia. Camilla snatches a pair of sais. Fun fact, a group of alligators is called a congregation. Mondo, if this were a Kane, the episode would be over, wants to be a preacher unless a congregation of alligators loose into the arena. Gen forces Shinyan to start singing Please Give Me Wings. Anna runs away from the cornucopia. Farina comes to the arena riding on a rare mount, making Kokoto. That's gonna take some getting used to. And Peko jealous. Angie, Queen, and Celeste work together, get as many supplies as possible. Eggman gets as many weapons as possible in case of one roll today. Mute finds a kazoo in the cornucopia, plays tremendously, fails tremendously actually. Mitsurai and Monica fight each other, but accidentally end up killing one another. Rest in peace to the both of them. Mitsuru finds an ocarina in the cornucopia. Rantaro wanted to kill her for it, but the warm sound warms his heart. He spares Mitsuru. Maki smashes the healing potion over Violet's head, simultaneously damaging and healing her. Kole runs away. So does Gozu. Samugi and Mikon have a competition to see who can kill the most Komodo dragons this game. Hopefully you both kill plenty. Datsuko gets a kitchen knife. Yuta runs away from the cornucopia. Amber and Fischl fight Kyutaro and Miko to the death. Amber and Fischl, the bows are able to overpower Miku and Kyutaro. My gosh. Well, you know what? I was gonna say Kyutaro and Miku, always the challengers, never the champions, but in the Hunger Games, Miku has been a champion. She's a former tag team champion, just recently too. Komaru finds some AV-shaped popsicles. Akechi sets out explosive, taking out Rhyme and Fuihiko Dedu. And Nekomaru engaged in a friendly knife fight. Mizuki extra large stabs Jotaro while his back is turned. Ruka gets a kitchen knife. Himiko and Yaes forces Yeon to start singing "Please Give Me Wings." Makoto approaches Chihiro Maskoto. So, you know, to differentiate the Makotos when it came down to like statistics and whatnot, I was like, let me fix their names a little bit. So Makoto Queen is actually just Nijima. Makoto himself is Makoto, but Makoto from Raincode, I was like, if I just add an S right here, he's got his mask and he's still Makoto. He's Maskoto? Yeah. Makoto's gonna kill him all this game. Saku finds a teleporter. It teleports them right behind AV. Usami scares the Raiden Shogun away from the cornucopia. Natsumi grabs as many weapons as humanly possible. Boss smashes Munakata across the face with a brick. Munakata shrugs off the blow. Akane gets a shovel. Kana kills Gen with his own weapon. Goodness gracious, from the same game too. Y'all are supposed to be homies. Katoko refuses to fall in despair. Wanderer runs away with a lighter and some rope. Yunjin argues with Monokuma. Pinette finds a teleporter to the Despair Dimension. She goes there. She has a lovely time. Hiro refuses to fall into despair. Mahiru and Crazy Hiyoko immediately become friends. Well, if that ain't Danganronpa 2 of you. Amame runs away from the cornucopia. Gundam is a supervillain while Lean's a superhero. They've been arch nemesis since the year of the Aviator, the very first year. Who would have thunk? Taka was spacing out during the dice roll, wonders if a 1 was landed on. Yomiya shoots a poisonous dart into Hifumi's neck, probably with the bow. Slowly kills him. A stray bolt of lightning causes Sony and Mishima to switch bodies. That's an interesting body swap. Kaito begs for one of Kazuichi's weapons. Kazuichi feels bad, gives it to Kaito. A member of his entourage, Aiba throws a hatchet into Yuma. Yuma, you ain't alive anymore. Chisa opens a pack of gun. Gun machine enters the arena. Imagine opening a pack of gun. Someone write that down. Kizzy, Taro, and Ayato appear from nowhere and ask for a piece. Ibuki runs away from the cornucopia. Noir finds Anne's corpse from a previous game. Anne isn't shocked by this discovery. Leon takes a shuckle from inside of the cornucopia. Hina runs away. So does Sakura. Rosaria goes up to Natasha and the doctor. They're looking for allies. Tengen runs away. Alice can't remember who they are. Ranmaru tries to help him remember. Monodam runs away from the cornucopia. Nagito is the elusive option 11. Big Junko and Monofini bury Hook in the snow and leave her to die. You fiends. Corey finds a huge rocket launcher. Mizuki runs away from the cornucopia, and so does Masaru. That was just the bloodbath. And day 1 sees even more blood because at the start of it, there are 2 deaths. Natsumi traps herself and bleeds out. March strangles Kazuichi after engaging in a fistfight. Azuru almost falls off a cliff but is able to earthbend his way to safety. Hiroko isn't surprised that Amami has made it this far. Panette makes a life-size cardboard cutout of freaking Sayaka just to spite Avi. Panette, I think you're great. Why would you do this to me? Mew invades Kamaru's privacy and lets us to her sing in the shower. Kotel, still gonna take some getting used to, plays the Ben 10 theme song. You know what? Play it, cause Fischl's got drip. Katoko and Natasha enter a rebuttal showdown. Alice finds Shuichi's hat and puts it on. Pandreo makes a poem for Crazy Hiyoko. Sato raises Yosuke's hopes, dashes them quite expertly. Maya plays chess with death and wins. Seiko starts hanging on missiles in the arena. Junko swoops in, snaps her arm, burns out mistletoe. Hajime receives medical flash from a mysterious man dressed as a wizard himself, perhaps? Hina confesses how much she's come to aid Sonya. Sonya says feelings mutual. Fatsugami plants flowers around the doctor's grave. The doctor says, I'm still alive, hello! Fatsugami simply says, for now. Furina steps on a Lego brick while Barefoot shrugs off the pain. AV forces him to go to work at AV's Wares and Despairs. Chihiro and Iris are like, score, free food! Monokuma spins a date ticket on Cory. Masaru, Violet, and Monica, discuss the cooking life so far. Leon and Rindo argue over who gets to like the Red Chaos Emerald. Shinyan asks Chisa if she likes boats, leading to Chisa going on a tirade of how much she loves boats. Shinyan dies of boredom, and Shiki hopes that Avi doesn't jinx her. Shiki, I'll remember that. Camilla makes a tier list of all the other tributes. Monodam's S rank, Yuta's A rank, Gozu's C rank, Noir's F rank, and Walt didn't even make the list! Nekomaru's unknown sponsor is Raid Shadow Legends. Boss finds and raids a Viking ship. Izzo sees smoke rise in the distance, decides not to investigate. Akechi, Kazuha, and Kyoko unsuccessfully ambush Rantaro, Layton, and Ayato, who kill them instead. Ooh. I thought that this team would be like a dream team for an assault, actually. Perhaps I was wrong. Klee questions Mikon's sanity. Yep, same. Now, puts cat ears on Zhongli. He's kinda cute. You better, you're dang right he is. Kaito has drip, but Pekko's the director of drip. I kind of agree. Usami tries to steal my pancakes, but Mitsuru caught and killed her. This earns look, Mitsuru, you're a hero. You're great. I acknowledge you. However, also we chose to date you in the game, so. Did we choose to date everybody? Yeah, we sure did. I digress though. Get into this World Pancake Championship match. Get in there, Mitsuru. Yeah. Is this pin about to die? Man, Suru. Oh yeah, this pin is 100% about to die. But her name is on there and it's indistinguishable. Cause I wrote it real big. Ryoma thinks that everyone's a mastermind. Gonto comically trips on a banana peel, falls on his bottom. Mai discovers a river. Kotoka asks for my soundboard. Go ahead. Throws an epic dance party with Maru, Dedue, Kole, and Maki. Ooh. Monosuke beats Ibuki with a steel chair. Rosaria doesn't want to live on this planet anymore. Tengen dies to see her gold. If it's like a soft gold, it might be okay. Toko's hat matches very well with her giant robot. Akane's cat ears are on Monophony. It's so cute that it kills Akane. Munakata confesses love for Maskoto, says cool, see ya homie, and leaves. Part of me can hear his voice say that. His freaking nonchalant voice. Maskoto, I adore you. I can't live without you. I love you. Cool. See ya, homie. And just leaves. I can see it. Heizo decides to let Avia hand kills Komodo Dragon. However, Amber seizes and kills Heizo in a fit of rage. Wanderer and Makoto want to raise the bar. Actually, that's not Makoto, that's Monica. They are the bar. Makoto ambushes, yeah, Makoto's down here. Ambushes Chiaki and kills her. Taka offers to sell his friendship to Kokichi. How much? Mizuki XL slams Teruteru through the table. Angie wakes up dead. So sets Kanon on fire with a flamethrower. Karumi sees the end of the horizon. Hatsune Miku, is that you? Celeste receives a bottle of poison. Kizakura receives fresh food. Kawakami receives an explosive. Mika's making Nahida angry. Mika, you're not gonna like Nahida when she's angry. Oh, no. Oh, Mika, no. Mika's gonna die. That's the death god. That's the death god. Oh, man. I don't know who would be the third member of that team, but the Death Gods would be a team. It would be Shinigami, it would be Nahida, and there would be some Danganronpa character, but I don't know who would be the Death God. Someone write that down. Yelan, Yibebe. Kanan wonders if Nagito has Nagito insurance. Crazy Cultural Arts finds a bow tie and puts it on because, well, bow ties are cool. Chi-Chi tells Xingqiu to train his elbows. Xingqiu's elbows get too swollen and end up knocking Chi-Chi off a tree, killing them. Rest in peace to Chi-Chi. Jack does a rain summoning dance, summoning a thunderstorm. Riding a bolt of lightning strikes down Gundam. Shoma sees a completely pale Halara wash ashore, unmoving, revives them with CPR. Mizuki throws some sand in the eyes of Nightwing, causing Nightwing to go temporarily blind for the rest of the game. Sara finds Shuichi's hat and puts it on. Shuichi, hatless, and on split up search for resources. Ryan, I like to imagine that every episode Shuichi's just carrying a big old crate of hats. And every episode in Burso is like, oh, my hats, at least I got this one. Raiden collects fruit from a tree. Raiden pistol rates Ruka 42 points. Queen tells a frustrated Sakura to chill out. Ophelia receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. Anna and Daisaku kiss awkwardly underneath the mistletoe. Fubuki overhears Kaede and Leon talking in the distance. Mashima's still alive. No, he isn't. I'm sorry now. And Samugi hold a meeting with Mondo, Big Junko, and Hiro. Gen searches for all the AV clones he hasn't met yet. Gel forces Futaba to kill Tinko or Barbara, so she decides to kill them both. Well, she's crazy. Desuko embraces spring. It ain't spring. Plants flowers outside of his camp. Eggman is exposed to Kai's sensitivity aura, causing him to become more emotional. Kizzy is the best there is, the best there was, and gosh darn, the best there ever will be. Togami, Yoimiya, Nagito start fighting, but Yoimiya runs away as Togami kills Nagito. Your own... Wait! Yoimiya, you could have stopped this. It started when an alien device did what it did. It stuck itself upon her wrist with secrets that it hid. Now she's got superpowers. She's no ordinary kid. She's Mukuro 10. Aiba plants some trees. Paimon has drip. Mahu reaches her hand towards the screen to watch her unsafe run. Sophie exclaims Nathan Aegis for no reason in particular. Haiji reminisces about the year of the ascent. And Monotaro, bay, boom. We lost 40. We still have over 100 left, but we did lose 40. It is a Claire de Lune 4. Reiko, Joker, Vivia, Monokid, Keiji, Queen, Kibo, Juzo, Sayaka, Kanji, Tiki, Nagisa, Mitarai, Monika, Kyutaro, Miku, Rhyme, Fuihiko, Jotaro, Gin, Hifumi, Yuma, Hook, Natsumi, Kazuichi, Shinyan, Akechi, Kazuha, Kyoko, Usami, Akane, Heizo, Chiaki, Angie, Kanan, Chi-Chi, Gundam, Tinko, Barbara, Nagito. And I mean, we're just gonna continue in a second. I do want to do like a we have 131 left. We're gonna keep going. It's gonna be a long one. Scroll down real quick to see everybody who's left. Look at all those people still alive. No teams completely out yet, I don't believe. I would be very shocked if someone did so terribly that the whole team is completely out already. Nobody would do so bad. The champions really only have one person left, so does Memory isn't key. Memory is key, rather. A lot of these teams only have one person left. Rebel Hearts are completely out. Alright, you guys, we have the official worst team of the season. Mitsurai's back to his losing ways. Yeah. Let's proceed. Oh no. I was busy laughing. And my soundboard was unattended to, and all of a sudden Kizakura got a hold of it and said, well, let the violence begin. Plays Megalovania. Kotoka, and now discuss if that big stone is a boulder or a rock. Yoimiya finds a big red button, decides to leave it be on, and so huddle for one Hiroko and Paimon huddle together for one down. They protect each other. Pandreo, Amber, Camilla, and Kawakami find a big red button. Pandreo presses the button. You've doomed us all. The horns sound, and they're actually not playing anything. They're just vibing. Mew, feeling especially kind, gives Kai a muffin. Leon attempts to find all the lore on Slugma Face. Mishima tries to stay up all night to catch the mastermind, but falls asleep. Smugi sets an explosive off, killing Taka. Desaku dyes his hair green, trying to look more like Vivia, apparently. Maybe think Vivia has more appeal. Chisa begs for Sara to kill her. She refuses, keeping Chisa alive. When Ophani has no more motivation, Wander and Tengen have a pose off. Tengen wins. Iris stays awake all night. Boss, Mondo, and Ranmaru track down and kill the Kang, Ryoma. Kaito berates Layden for not protecting him better. Monika walks into a campfire, into the campfire of Kori and Karumi, and throws the disembodied head of Mitsuru at their feet as a warning sign of things to come. Oh my, Ana commits tax evasion. You know what, I believe that. Kotoko and Kotoka introduce Aiba to their long-lost twin, Kokoto. Well, I mean, they're all in the game right now. Hajime grabs a dumbbell, starts working out. Official threatens Haiji with a good time. Yelan Amber discusses that big stone is a boulder or a rock. Mai does a quick prep to a tool before going to sleep. Celeste stops and gets some help. Big Junko's unknown sponsor. AV, do I send some buys here? Yeah, absolutely, 100%. 1,000,000%. Alice a party with Fubuki, Walt, and Kole. Party turns sour when they all argue over what should be blasting the speakers. Perhaps it should be this. Zhongli, Kaede, and Noir find the Triforce. Zhongli takes the Triforce of courage, Kaede, wisdom, and Noir power. Mukuro stood in the ashes patrolling dead souls and asked the Ghost if honor matters. The silence was their answer. Maki and Natasha discuss if that big boulder is a stone or a rock, or a boulder or a stone or a rock. Nekomaru, Rindo, Izuru, and Dedu make shadow puppets. Everyone's so much better to do that he starts to get jealous. Kokoto defeats Nightwing in a fight but spares her life. Sophie remembers about season 7. Crazy Uncle asks Avi to give Maskoto a chance. I like Maskoto. Monodam runs into Daisaku, falls over, barely conscious, and Daisaku's eyes stare at the fallen Monodam before doing the caterpillar and dropping that big old Daisaku elbow right on that robot. It should have bursted him open, but I guess it did. The doctor's unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Yunjin and Komaru discuss that big stone is a boulder or a rock. Yo, what stone are y'all looking at? That's just the rock! Futaba and Seiko have a pose off. Futaba wins. Leon finds a Dark Deva and befriends it. Joe gets distracted. Klee kills Fat Togami with a sickle. Yuta, Hiro, and Masaru successfully ambush Monokuma, Mikan, and Ibuki, 2/3 of Band-Aid. Queen gets a hold of my soundboard and says, you know what? We're not playing any regular Proceed music this round. Not for long. Togami kills Nahida with a shovel. Yosuke grabs a mop before cleaning up the crime. Monika turns out to be a clone of Monotaro, and Monotaro was the original Monika all along. Panette eats a turducken young. Hopefully she can work it off this game. You get a whole turducken? Terrifying. Xingqiu questions his sanity. Chiro, battles, oh my gosh, that's a lot of people down there. Battles Mizuki. In an intense game of rock, paper, scissors, Chiro loses and has a sad feeling in his chest. Halara unknowingly eats toxic berries. Violet panics and manages to cure Halara and succeeds. Ayato and Kokichi have a pose off. Kokichi wins. Shuichi fires a truth bullet at Toko. Toko pulls out an Uno reverse card. The truth bullet changes direction, exposing Shuichi's lies and piercing his heart. He's a goner. While Kokichi was posing up there, Katoko tells Ruka, this is great, it's just you, me, and this brick wall you built between us. The Raiden Shogun and Sato invite all these people to a super kick party. They got sword chins in the morning, but Raiden, Shogun, and Sato are like, well, we got the kicks for days, and Raiden, ready, willing, and able to potentially become your new AWE champion at Brawloween. Tables, ladders, and scares. Kana dyes her a purple, which a light purple I think would look really cute. Jack grabs a kitchen knife. Luckily they're not scissors. Junko sets up a rival sword for Avi's words and despairs. Junko, we're about to fight. Sakura has no more motivation. Rosario holds an insect meet and greet. Monosuke, Kizzy, and March were unfortunately allergic to bees. Oh yikes. Crazy Yoko Extra Large, Sonya and Izue play a game of Monopoly. Crazy Yoko Extra Large loses all of her properties, flips the game board over. Hina finds a stereo, presses play. Those sick beats were execution music and she dies horribly. Oh no. Shoma grabs a baseball bat and bashes Makoto with it. Oh no. Mizuki Extra Large respects Ophelia, doesn't love her, but respects her. Hold on, you gotta love Ophelia. That's the daughter of one of the most dominant AWE champions of all time, and we could see history repeat itself as her mom could potentially beat Boss for that title again. Amame teaches Munakata and Eggman how to use ice magic. Himiko fiercely shakes up a can of soda, pops the tab, blasting Shiki in the face with a stream of soda. Thinking quickly, Mai constructs a homemade gun using only some string, a squirrel, and a gun as we proceed to, oh my gosh. Day 2. Asnir is named one of his children after Hiroko. Asnir, you still haven't named all of your kids yet. Where are you? Terrible father, terrible. Kai and Haiji play cards. Kai loses all of his life force and is killed for it. Rest in peace to him. And this is a majority vote actually, so how about this? Mew, Kawakami, Xingqiu, Shoma, Masaru, and Katoko are forced to play the majority game. Katoko receives the most votes, but unfortunately for the others, she was the sacrifice. So everyone else got executed, and she chooses Masaru not to be executed. Warriors of Hope stick together. Even sister of Warrior of Hope stick together. That's how that goes. Alright, well, I guess we can proceed with the proceed music then. Unless somebody changes it. Zhongli, Kaede, and Joe enter a scrimmage with Komaru, Mizuki, XL, and Junko over who's getting the rerun first. Shinhwa or Eula. Nasashi used their special attack on Azuru, the Mega Destruction Ball of Darkness and Destruction. It did no damage. Panette asks Crazy Yoko Extra Large if everything's okay. Mizuki's unknown sponsor of Asnir of the Third Ninth Dimension. Aiba, Nightwing, and Pekko get into a fight. Pekko triumphantly kills them both. Wow. Well, now stabs Mishima while his back is turned? Nice! Kole stabs on with a sword, revives him with a reverse ring, and repeats the process until they're satisfied. Yo, Yuta, So, Fubuki make up the Alpha team. And Amber, I guess she's there too. So's the confident yet dorky leader, uses the explosive expert who doesn't think before he speaks. Yeah. Amber's the transportation expert who thinks she knows better. Yeah. And Fubuki is the sharpshooter who thinks sarcasm is a personality trait. I don't know if Fubuki has ever been sarcastic, and I don't think she understands sarcasm. Nah. Hajime and Klee look for more people to become friends with. Monotaro eats dirt. Yum. I don't know about yum. Well, receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Ophelia overhears the Raiden Shogun and Farina talking in the distance. Futaba rather reminisces about the year of the ascent. Sophie chases Gozu around with a mace. Crazy Yoko and Yoimiya play cards. Crazy Yoko loses all of her life points as go for it. Rindo steps on a Lego brick, shrugs off the pain. Toko receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. The rating gun rates Monodam 13 points. Monica and Kokota sitting in a tree. Kissing. Teru sprains his ankle while running away from official. Shiki accidentally destroys Pandreo's cabbage stand, his cabbages. Iris can't wait to kill Sayaka this game. Well, she was out early, girl. Monophony impales Sonya with a machete. Oh my gosh, reading that felt like the pain. I can feel it deep in my soul. Clara receives a bottle of poison. Kizakura sets up an ice cream stand. Alice joins this Kizakura's faithful assistant. Gonta claims not to Naegi's for no reason in particular. Chihiro receives a gift from her secret Myers, a box of chocolates. Who wouldn't want to give a little Chihiro a box of chocolates? It would seem that Violet and Kurumi have come to a standstill in Tarzan's forest. Togami and Queen play tic-tac-toe on an image of Mukuro's forehead. Mai puts cat ears on Paimon. She's kinda cute actually, you're dang right she is. Celeste, Ruruka, Kori, and Dasuhiko play cards. Rantaro somehow managed to delete Chisa, Daisaku, and Seiko from existence while saying just Rantaro. Oh. Munakata tries to sleep in the entire day. Name a more iconic trio than Hiro, Anna, and Maskoto. I'll wait. We can't wait too long. This is a long old episode. Noir rests in a fruit tree. Izzo says something wrong and Wanderer calls him a foolish fool. Yosuke asks Nekomaru if everything's okay. Samugi uses Christmas magic. It's now December. We skipped November. We're at the end of October. Gin sees a completely pale Maki watch Sora revives her with CPR. Eggman throws sand in the eyes of the doctor. He's got glasses that probably block most of it. Camilla was crushed by a falling anvil. Which one of you Minecrafters did that? Which one of you Minecrafters or Acme cartoons did that? That's my best Cowboy Avi impression. Mahiru. Versus about Steven 2. Cowboy Avi, by the way, he's a dummy and a loser too. Layton invades Amami's privacy, listens to her sing in the shower. Kaito glares at Tengen and says, "Do you want to die?" Tengen runs away. Kotoko fishes. Sakura creates her own super identity. Himiko is her sidekick. Leon receives medical supplies. Jack feigns death. Big Junko ignores her. Yelan and Kokichi play tricks on Mondo while Rosario steals from his room. More iconic trio than Leon, Boss, and Romaru. The three above there. Kana dies from thirst. Miko wants to be a stepping stone for everybody else. Sarah is the best there is, the best, and gosh darn, the best there ever will be. Maya and to do have a picnic on a cliff. Nothing goes wrong, surprisingly. Aito defeats Yunjin in a fight but spares her life. Sato is theorizing how best to counter Avi's jinx. And Monica, baby, we proceed. We lost another 30. We are still at over 100. We are at 101 after this Claire de Lune 4. Taka, Mitsuru, Fat Togami, Monokuma, Mikan, Ibuki, The Onion, or The Leak, or The Nahida, Shuichi, Monosuke, Kizzy, March, Hina, Makoto, Kai, Mew, Kawakami, Shincho, Shoma, Aiba, Nightwing, Mishima, On, Crazy Yoko, Sonya, Chisa, Daisaku, Seiko, Camilla, and Kana, and we go on. And we just play that proceed music because we still got like 100 people to go. We got 101 people to go. There are some teams that are completely out now, I know. It can't just be the one. It can't just be the one. It would be hilarious if it was just the one. Is it just the one? It can't be just the one. There's gotta be more than one team that's completely out. There's gotta be, right? There has to be. There should be. Oh, is there not? Hey, Rebel Hearts, y'all suck. Do better. Amber confesses love for Walt accepting them for confession. They just real cute. Renmaru, Kotoko, and Himiko get into a fight. Himiko triumphantly kills them both. Mahiru, Hajime, Peko, and Haiji form a rock band. I don't see it. Well, you know what? Hajime with the air guitar. Haiji looks like he could play something, and he could be in a rock band. Peko is like the strong, silent, bad boy type who is now the bad girl. And Mahiru's like, you know what, I could see it actually. Well, I could see them forming a boy band. Not a rock band now that I think about it. We have a game to get through. Gin used all of his monocoins about Avi's words and despairs. Izuru burns down Avi's. Izuru swears it was an accident. Gonta saw the whole thing, said he did it deliberately. I'm gonna believe Izuru because, you know, I want him to come through. Junko, Monotaro, and Yelan get into a fight. Monotaro triumphantly kills them both. Chihiro runs into Avi's words and despairs, jumps on a giant Monokuma plushie, falls asleep. Iris walks into a portal, turns it on. She gets shocked and killed. Her molecules get all rearranged, and by rearranged, I mean they just get burnt to a crisp. Paimon reminisces about the year of the horizon. So gets a hold of my soundboard, plays the secret achievement music. Similarly receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. Yuta battles Mika in an intense game of rock, paper, scissors. Yuta has lost and has a sad feeling in his chest. Wanderer, Kaito, and Rosaria make a treehouse together. The end product isn't very good, but the important thing is they worked on it together. Kokichi slices at Mizuki's eye. She's now blind. Goodness gracious, she can't see a thing. Pandreo throws a party. You better believe he does. Aru, but it turns sour because Halara, Munakata, and Noir can't decide on what should be blasting through those speakers. Queen finds an etch sketch, shows Hero the portrait she made for Maya. Rather, Queen was cheating on Hero with Maya all along? Well, I mean, Maya's a robot. So, yeah. That doesn't surprise me. Layton is just Mizuki extra large's split personality given form. Kaede hesitates to kill Jack, so Jack blows herself up with a grenade. Yeah, Alice is visited by the ghost of Cory Nekomaru now during the night, who warn him of what's to come if he does not change his ways. Alice, you better pay attention. Ruka buys a D to a house, now she can have parties every week. Desuku brags to Monica that he has 70 alternative accounts. Monica probably has 170. In a team building exercise, Dedu and Ayato tell each other what they hate about one another. Mai is plagued by reoccurring nightmares. Toko has no weaknesses. Celeste disowns Togami for being a disgrace to the family. Amame acts cute. Oh. Gozu and Komaru get lost in the coldest part of the arena. Mondo finds a low bikini, puts on his car, revealing this awakens something inside of Rantaro. Ooh. Ophelia finds a virus in the simulator and is killed by it. It was probably actually fine. Fubuki challenges Maskoto to a dance-off. Maskoto absolutely dominates. You know what? I believe that too. Klee questions her sanity. Sarah wants to speak with the manager of Avis Swords and despairs. They're out. The doctor and Shiki vow to protect each other. Boss breaks Minecraft rule number 1 and digs straight down. Shockingly, she finds diamonds. Teru and Monodam get lost in the coldest part of the arena. Natasha, feeling especially kind of night, gives Anna a muffin. Fischl finds a big red button, presses immediately as a dead was. Much to her disappointment, she is fine and the button doesn't do a thing here. Kizakura, Katoka and Yoimiya have a scrum date with Sophie, Monica, and Big Junko over which is better, the squad or the entourage. The answer is obvious here. Sakura sets up a few more traps before going home for the night. Maki finds a big red button, doesn't do anything. Panette thinks about winning. That should be on your mind. Sato, Yosuke and Mukuro look for more people to become friends with. Leon, Izuyoi and Zhongli find the Triforce and each take a piece for themselves. Izuyoi now has the Triforce of Courage, Leon has the Wisdom, and Zhongli has the Power. I think Zhongli now has both Courage and Power. Imagine he also gets Wisdom, and then imagine he also gets the event where he takes all 3 and he just has 2 Triforces, 1 in each hand. I will have order. Oh man, Monster turns out to be a clone of Joe, and Joe was the original Monster all along. Yunjin feels herself developing a crush for Monophony. Eggman goes to the dog shelter, lets all the dogs out, so it was he who let all the dogs out. Furina delivers an intense motivational speech to Rindo and Kole, inspiring her to give it their all this game. Crazy Extra Large gets mad because Tengen tells Hiroko to count all the sand particles in the desert. Why is there a desert in the arena in the first place? Violet, Raiden Shogun, Kurumi enter scrum with Futaba, Kotoko, and Leon. Leon is up there. Who's got the saddest death? We proceeded as another day. And day 3 sees, name a more iconic trio than Layton, Samugi, and Leon. I'll wait. Rantaro forces Tengen to kill Hiro or Joe. He decides to kill Hiro. Welt is ready for the fight before Christmas, and those submissions will open up very, very, very shortly after Brawloween. Very shortly after Brawloween. Monophony chases Zhongli around with a mace. Ruka grabs a table. The audience cheers in excitement. Kaede reaches her hand towards the screen. The watcher, they're not safe. Run. Chiro, it's already December. Calm down. AV forces Natasha to work the AV supermarket. The AV is weird and despairs. It is Avius. Maki, who goes way back with AV, and Kizakura think there's a great opportunity to score free food from her. Izuru receives a kitchen knife from you guys. It was y'all, I bet. Rindo says something. Mayu calls him a foolish fool for not protecting her brother. Monica wakes up from a long nap. Alice puts all of his faith into Atua. Yosuke starts writing a novel will ever finish it. Mukuro is trying to overthrow AV, fails miserably, murdered by her frantic AV in the process. For a moment, Mizuki extra large thought she saw Junko and Omama. She was just seeing things. Mika receives a gift from a secret admirer, a giant stuffed bear. Monotaro raises Kolei's hopes and dashes him quite expertly. Futaba defeats someone in a fight, spares his life. Violet puts all of her faith into Atua. Leon eats cheese puffs. Sato goes nya to Anohara. Sarah and Fubuki argue over who gets to like the Red Chaos Emerald. Himiko invades Rosaria's privacy and listens to her sing in the shower. Wanderer receives fresh food from a mysterious man dressed as a wizard. The raiding pistol rates to do 84 points. Kokichi slurps his fresh applesauce. Nice. Fischl confesses how much she has come to hate Celeste. Celeste runs away crying. Monica, Shiki, and Maskoto hold an intervention for my pancake addiction. I'm not gonna show up. I don't trust any of you 3. None of y'all. No. Kotoko. No, Kokoto is gonna take some getting used to. Ask Kurumi if everything's okay. Masaru wants to go hunting, and so he does. Ophelia embraces spring, plants some flowers, some roses. Noir mails Avi some brand new socks. Look, I told y'all about my cushion socks, right? They're still good. Yoimiya confesses how much she has come to hate Panette. Panette says the feeling is mutual. Gonta, Teru, and Gozu hunt for their tributes. Monodam rests in a fruit tree. Let Togami cook. Amame hangs up mistletoe in the arena. Hajime uses a spell to select himself of a Yato, which shockingly works, leaving him literally dumbfounded. Desihiko silently snaps Yuta's neck in an amazing feat of strength. Mondo crushes Boss with a boulder. Haiji screams Boss's name in anguish. Anna tends to Furina's wounds. Kaito combines with Great Tail Martial Arts. Gen's unknown sponsor Sayaka Avi's not gonna like that. I don't like that. Sophie rests in a fruit tree. Paimon is excited about her super weapon that'll take over the arena. She wrote a song about it, and I'm gonna help her. Paimon is gonna take over the arena, and I'm gonna make sure it happens. Toka receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Raiden catches a fair disease, starts posing dramatically. Queen wants Avi to give donuts a chance. The three of you buy me a bunch of pancakes because you have no idea what an intervention is. So Klee, get in there, yeah. Maya, get in there, yeah. And the doctor, get in there, yeah. Alright. Hiroko joins the Bloom Protection Squad. Pekka finds the Infinity Gauntlet, which has no stones in it, but she uses it to beat Big Junko to death. How? How big is that thing? Is it just a giant oversized gauntlet? How do you lift it up? Munakata and Mizuki argue over who gets to like the red Chaos Emerald. Rating Pistol rates Eggman 42 points. Yunjin seems to be dead, but it's a lie. Amber feigns death, tricking Komaru into ignoring her. Mai's trapped in that box, dead or alive? Proceed, we'll find out. Izuyoi does a sick kickflip sick. Bullying a Sakura, not cool. And Pandreo also plants some daisies, actually. We lost just 14. No arena event, clearly no feast. But it is indeed a Clarity Loon 4. Renmaru, Kotoka, Junko, Yelan, Iris, Jack, Kori, Nekamaru, Now, Hiro, Mukuro, Yuta, Boss, and Big Junko. And since we're about an hour in, and I don't think we're but like halfway, are we halfway through? No, we're not. We're close to halfway through. Once again, one arena event will probably send us careening to halfway through. There's a couple teams that are completely in that I'm peeking. High Fly and Mage Against the Machine. And as I scroll through, you'll see Fashion Fraud, Let Him Cook, still completely in. Time and Space completely in. So are the Ghostbusters, two brand new teams. Let me see. And those might be the only teams that are still completely in. Yeah, and the royal family's just down to Klee. Can she carry on for the royal family? Let's find out. It is night 3. Zhangli wants to speak with the manager of Avi's Wares and Despairs. Avi thinks that Furina is from Pokemon Sword and Shield. Y'all, of course she is. Y'all don't remember? She's the final boss. She's the champion. Y'all crazy out here. Kaede catches Kotoka with a giant box of comically placed banana peels. Smoothie dyes her orange, which... Samugi is a ginger? Yeah, I think that's nice. After losing repeatedly to Paimon and chess, Panette tosses the game board in the fire. Klee, the doctor, and Hiroko have a scrum with Leon, Sophie, and Hajime over who had the saddest death. Still talking about the saddest death. Desihiko quietly hums. Monophony and Amami get into a balcony and watch the stars together. Tengen finds a strange notebook on the ground, writes Rendo's name inside. Rendo dies of a heart attack. During the night, a tree falls on Kokoto's camp, pinning her to the ground. By the morn, she is dead. Amber headbutts Komaru out of existence. Goodness gracious, Aito dyes their orange. Which, maybe I just like the orange hair, but I think that would look good too. Eggman runs into Noir, falls over, barely conscious. Noir stares and hits that caterpillar. Mizuki Extra Large asks Haiji to murder the Raiden, which Haiji declines. Celeste holds a secret meeting with Chihiro, Fubuki, Monica, and Yosuke. Sarah and Leon vow to work together. Monica and Fischl invite everybody to a super kick party. They all hit some super kicks, but nobody dies. Somebody dies later, though, as Kaito walks across a carpet of Lego bricks. He succumbs to the pain. Gozu, Himiko, Rosaria, Yoimiya, and Maki get together to form an idol group. This one, I think, would work very well, especially with the great Gozu in there. This one, I think, works out incredibly well, actually. I think there's, like, there might be a little too much sass and animosity if you have Maki and Rosaria both in there, but I still think, like, it could work. Izuru is plagued by recurring nightmares. Joe is sick and tired of the rivalry between Avi's and Yoko's, burns both down. He is swiftly killed by Avi and Yoko. Deserved. Kurumi severely slices Halara with a chainsaw. Jeez Louise. Anna severely slices Pekka with a sword. Jeez Louise. Gonta runs into Avi's Wares and Despairs, jumps on a giant Monokuma plushie, falls asleep. Sato and Violet want cool nicknames similar to Ophelia Dusk and Odin Dark. So begs for Mizuki to kill him. She refuses to keep him so alive. Gin receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. Miki gets infected with the despair disease, starts insulting everybody. Mahiru finds an etch-a-sketch for shows Kizakura. Can you hear that train? The portrait she made for Queen? Queen's been involved with a lot of these cheating scandals with this etch-a-sketch. Is Mahiro a robot? A robot. That reminds me of that SpongeBob episode where they thought Mr. Krabs was a robot. Beep, boop, bop, beep, boop, boop, bop. Togami looks to the nighttime sky. Munakata and Shiki hold hands. Crazy Extra Large, Monodale, Toko, Layton. Long ago, the four tributes lived in harmony. Then everything changed when the Layton attacked. Izue accidentally sticks his hand in the campfire that he made. Ruka dyes her hair red. I mean, it's a kind of a shade of red already. Red almost makes her look like a clown or a jester now that I think about it. I think that's actually a miss. I don't think that's a good look for her. Rantaro, Maya, and Yunjin make a treehouse. It's not good, but you know what? They made it together. Walt and Maya want to murder each other, or Mai rather. Do asks Kokichi to murder Alice, which Kokichi declines. The dude then offers Kokichi a Scooby snack to murder. Alice is dead. Kokichi's like, no, why would I do that? And the dude's like, would you do it for a Scooby snack? Already to fade back to Kokichi, who's already stabbing several holes into Alice. Kole and Pandreo dispute. Some of their dispute rather of an intense game of rock, paper, scissors. Terra disowns Natasha for being a disgrace to the family. We still have a day to get through. The rating pistol's like, oh, Layton's popping off, 92 points. Haiji signs a petition to change American Eatball to soccer. Gozu raises Monika's hopes, dashing them quite expertly. Fischl's also, who's this Minecraft that's dropping all these anvils? Fischl, she's gone too. Ayato and Anna sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. Hopefully you're just kissing her forehead. Furina's ultimate smash is unleashed. Mai and Monophony both lose their final stock. Monika's unknown sponsor is Raid Shadow Legends. Fubuki tries to spear himself with a trident. Zuru panders to the audience. Izue advertises Fangon and Maskoto's and Preston checks it out. Rantaro discovers a river. Fubuki, nope. Futaba does a sick kickflip. Sick! Yomiya, Welt, and Gonta rather. Hold an intervention from my pancake addiction. I love these three characters, but they're all dead for trying to take away my pancakes. And I do it again. Miss me with that. Kizakura tells the doctor that he is a cardboard clone of Kizakura created by Avi. Kurumi makes a slingshot. Kole searches for firewood. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on. Celeste spears Mizuki in the abdomen. Wanderer, Masaru, Togami discuss the king life so far. Natasha draws Among Us. Huh. They have a new map. And they have another majority vote as Ophelia, Maki, Panat, Gin, Mizuki Extra Large, and Desahiko are forced to play the majority game, but Desahiko received the most votes. But they just keep voting out the sacrifice, and he chooses to save Mizuki Extra Large because he's like, which one of you ladies will I save? Doesn't save Maki, who he tied with. Instead saves Mizuki Extra Large. Desahiko. Maki's probably furious. But I digress. We will continue. The four of these find a magical lake and are now chibi forms of themselves. Hajime receives a hatch from an unknown sponsor. Sophia tells Yunjin that she's not a clown but the entire circus. Sato and Teruteru look for more people to become friends with. Yoshi spends the entire day walking around in shoes made of Legos. He's transcended beyond humanity. Pandreo beats Mahir with a ladder. Mika draws Among Us. Kotoka and Eggman work together to drown Klee, you fiends. Kokichi works on an ad that will appear in the next Danganronpa Hunger Games. Zhongli is surprised that Mai has made it this far. Paimon throws a pebble and anger. A strange series of events causes Ruka and Amami to perish in a landslide caused by it. Monotaro kills a Komodo dragon. That's my guy. Noir sees this and kills Monotaro in a fit of rage. Well, that's still my guy. Tsumugi almost falls off a cliff but able to earthbend her way to safety. Mondo finds a secret stash of pancakes that I hinted at. Don't tell nobody, Mondo. Kaede glares at Amber, says, do you want to die? Amber runs away. Chiro receives pancakes from Abi. The dude feigns death, tricking Hiroko into ignoring him. Leon starts writing a novel, will he ever finish it? Leon, Queen, and Violet receive report cards. Leon gets an A, Queen gets a C, Violet gets an F. Raiden, Shogun, and Sarah injure each other in a fight, nurse each other back to health. Tengen accidentally blurts out the fact that, he likes Shiki. Shiki declines and says, no, you're old, no thank you, we proceed. We are getting ready, aren't we? For a little something special, aren't we? I bet you guys were never expecting this. I put so many more arena events in here, and they haven't come up yet. That being said, I think we've only seen 2 arena events this season so far. There's like, there's a lot of new ones, but we'll see if they pop up. Hey, that don't take away from what is the grandest event on this channel now on a yearly basis. We're building to AV Mania 3, but for right now, they're getting ready to build the stage for it as the Doctor crawls into the ring to get supplies and never heard from again. Monica violently slams Kaede, Gozu, and Maya through separate tables, leaving them all motionless. Samugi dies the ring ropes, red, white, and blue. This is going to eliminate a lot of our people. Maskoto has Sophie in a sleeper hold. This isn't even a submission match. Maskoto doesn't let go until Sophie draws her final breath. Shiki falls from atop the Titantron. Yunjin and Naito set up the announcer's table. Chihiro sets up chairs for the audience. Noir dies the ropes. Kizakura helps configure the Titantron. Kole slams Desahiko. Masaru and Leiden through separate tables, leaving them all motionless. Violet dies the ring ropes as well. Mahiru, Hajime, and Izuo push the giant Statue of Liberty in position. However, it falls over, crushing Ana, Mizuki Extra Large, Sakura, and Kurumi. RIP. Queen helps configure the Titantron. Futaba, Yosuke, and Eggman try and help to lift the Statue of Liberty back into position. Himiko, Furina set up the announcer's table, but they let it go earlier. Those 3 let it go, and I'll tell you what, it falls over on Sato, Leon, Zuru, and Leon. And you know what? That Statue of Liberty, it just can't. It's just not great, is it? Every time they try and lift it up, someone else perishes. Another 4 perish. Hiroko and Natasha are walking the ring ropes like tight ropes, rather. Sarah bounced against the ropes, causing them both to fall, breaking their necks. Paimon, Mondo, and Rosaria also help push it back into position. They're like, it's fallen over, it's crushed 8 of our fellow tributes. We gotta push it back over. However, it slips, and Pandreo, Celeste, and Dedu all get crushed by that giant Statue of Liberty as well. Raiden Shogun sets up chairs for the audience. Munakata dies the ring ropes red, white, and blue. Teru viciously slams Kokichi, Zhongli, and Haiji through separate tables, leaving them all motionless. Kotoka, Rantaro, and Fubuki push the giant Statue of Liberty and are able to finally get it right back into a standing position. And the Wanderer slams Tengen, Amber, and Monica through separate tables, leaving them all motionless. And Mika helps configure the Titantron as we close off and see that 56 are gone. And just like that, the episode's almost over. That's the magic of arena events. In fact, right now, it's a Claire de Lune for Rindo, Kokoto, Komaru, Kaito, Joe, Halara, Peko, Crazy Oak Extra Large, Monodam, Toko, Alice, Fischl, Mai, Monofini, Yoimiya, Welt, Gonta, Mizuki, Ophelia, Maki, Panette, Gin, Klee, So, Ruruka, Amame, Monotaro, The Doctor, Kaede, Gozu, Maya, Sophie, Shiki, Desahiko, Masaru, Leighton, Ana, Mizuki Extra Large, Sakura, Kurumi, Sato, Leon, Azuru, Leon, Hiroko, Natasha, Pandreo, Celeste, Dedu, Togami, Kokichi, Zhongli, Haiji, Tengen, Amber, and Monica. And my gosh, we'll see everybody's statuses now. Now we have ourselves a game. I think, what, 2 days ago we had 131 left. We are at 31. Which is kind of crazy. That being said, we have Kotoka. We have both Wanderer and Yosuke from High Flying, which is really good. Mage Against the Machine has Himiko, Flower Power with Noir. Monodam, or rather Damnation, has Queen. Deep Pockets has Ayato. Hamtaro has Mika. Nail Party with Rantaro with 6 KOs. Snapshot with Mahiru, Let Him Cook has Teru. Fashion Fraud still has Samugi. A lot of the teams of 2, and there's not many of them, still have 1 person surviving. In fact, does every team of 2 have 1 person surviving? We'll get around. No, Made to Rule doesn't. Just Monica has Monica. IT Club still has 2 people, Chihiro and Futaba. Poor Unfortunate Souls has Kizakura. Too Sweet has Izuyoi and the Raiden Shogun. Perfect Pitch still has Yunjin. Time and Space still has their new member Fubuki, who's probably been rolling back time to make sure she doesn't die. Makoto, still here for Makoto. That's Maskoto right there. Eggman still hates the hedgehog. Hajime, Memory is Key. Small Companions, Paimon. Fiorina for tipping the scales. Sick Wheels has Mondo. More Than Meets the Eye has Sarah. Unorthodox Upbringing still has Rosaria. And Laser Focused has Kole. 31 remain. We must proceed. Night 4 sees Monica dressing up as Kizakura but breaks out in Cosbox. Kizakura laughs. Maskoto kills Izuyoi. Mika seizes and says, Maskoto, what the crackers? We haven't seen that one in a minute. Raiden, Shogun, Mondo, and Mahiru spend the night making potions. Yunjin is tied up and gagged with Yosuke giving her the worst torture imaginable watching Marmaduke 2022 on loop. Paimon explodes to the Wanderer's kindness, really, and has him do a very humiliating task for her kindness. Samugi watches the new mission for Rest runs by. Samugi runs off before they get any ideas. Hajime has no weaknesses. Teru receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. Fuyuna sims for tables. Rantaro doesn't understand why. Sarah does a quick prayer to a tool before going to sleep. Futaba, Noir, Rosaria enters Scrum debate with Chihiro, Violet, and Eggman. They argue over V3's ending. To build each other's trust, Himiko and Fubuki do trust falls in the very first instance. Himiko steps aside and lets Fubuki fall to the ground. Munakata grabs Kokichi by the throat. Queen finds a virus in the simulator and exterminates it. Ayato submits an application to join the squad. Kole helps mail the application, and Katoka accidentally steps on a landmine. We're dwindling. Slowly, but we're dwindling. At day 5, we see Hajime finds a slingshot fires into Makoto with such precision that it kills him. Maskoto is out. Ayato gets turned into a Fall Guys bean. Samugi finds a violin, begins to play it horribly, much to Fubuki's frustration. Fuyuna reaches her hand towards the screen. The watcher isn't safe. Run! Rantaro, Wanderer, and Mondo have a scrum with Mahiru, Chihiro, and Kole. Avi with his pancakes, Hina with her donuts, who loves their specific food more. Rosaria sets out explosive, killing Munakata. Yosuke starts writing a novel. Will he ever finish it? Probably not. Teru, Kizakura, and Eggman unsuccessfully ambush Violet, Futaba, and the Raiden Shogun, who killed them instead. Paimon makes a list of chores, as well as Sarah, for Queen to complete. And Noir and Mika play tricks on Monica while Himiko steals from her room. Monica notices what's going on and kills all of them in a fit of rage. The first day wasn't too violent. This day became exceptionally violent. From 31 all the way down to 20, it is a Claire de Lune for Izuyoi, Yunjin, Katoka, Maskoto, Munakata, Teru, Kizakura, Eggman, Noir, Mika, Himiko, and we'll see everybody's statuses one more again. We have 2 for High Flying, Wanderer and Yosuke. We have Queen from Damnation, Deep Pockets Ayato, Nail Party has Rantaro, Mahiru from Snapshot, Fashion Fraud now is Samugi, IT Club Style Chihiro and Fubuki, Just Monica has Monica, Too Sweet has the Raiden Shogun, Time and Space has Fubuki, Memory is Key still has Hajime, our sheep pancake champion, Small Companions has Paimon, Acknowledge Her, Tipping the Scales has Furina, Sick Wheels has Mondo, More Than Meets the Eye has Sarah, Fantastic Gymnastics has Violet, Unorthodox Upbreakings has a Rosaria and Laser Focus still has Kole. We have 20 left, correct? Yes, so we could see the feast, but I don't think we're gonna see the feast this time around unless a bunch of people die on this first night. Will they? Wanderer and Hajime wake up and have their best friends over their shared love of 17th century sea shanties. You know what? It's gonna be a peaceful day. Yosuke is unable to get Furina not to kill him. Oh, okay. I take it back. Kole grabs Kokichi by the throat. Rosaria finds a virus in the simulator and is killed by it. Ayato says a swear word. Monica covers Futaba's ears, so she's already got headphones on. Samugi goes to Avi's wares and spares and is caught stealing. Queen, a worker there, notices and stabs Samugi before she could do anything. Paimon, stop, get some help! And by get some help, I mean everyone's here to help you win championships and retain championships because Paimon, we acknowledge you. Rantaro, Violet, and Chihiro have a scrum debate with Mahiru, Fubuki, and Mondo over what is better, Avi's or Yoko's, please. Raiden accidentally sticks her hand in the campfire she made, and Sarah finds a Dark Deva and befriends it. We proceed. Do we see? No, we don't. Futaba confides in Rantaro. Raiden Shogun is the king of Five Nights at Freddy's, which I know for a fact comes out this weekend. Mainly because it was all over Monday Night Raw. When I was watching on Monday, ads for like crazy. Avi, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate Kole? 2. Very low hate. Fubuki, reminisce about season 1. Monica wants Avi to give Sayaka a chance. Chihiro overhears this and stabs Monica for asking for the impossible. Violet is exposed to Wanderer's sensitivity aura from Wanderer? Okay. Hajime finds a bikini, puts it on, it's quite revealing. Oh wait, it's a sheep in a bikini. Oh my. Rosaria finds Mahiru's murder list. At the top, I'm sorry, Rosaria shows Mahiru murder list. At the top is Mahiru's name, and it's in bold too. Queen has balloons, Mondo comes and pops them. Queen proceeds to kill Mondo for destroying her balloons. Paimon uses righteous anger and yeets Sarah into the oblivion. Ayato does a sick kickflip, fails landing, falls flat on his face, and Furina almost falls off of a cliff and earth bends her way to safety. That is not your, that's not your element. Furina, you got something to say? You've been borrowing the powers from Zhongli? Are you okay? We lost another 5. We're at 15 after this. Claire de Lune 4. Yosuke, Samugi, Monica, Mondo, Sarah. Admittedly, we can go right to a proceed, because we got 5 more into your saving grace picks: Wanderer, Queen, Ayato, Rantaro, Mahiru, IT Club Chihiro, and Futaba, 2 Sweets, Raiden, Shogun, Time and Space is Fubuki, Memory is Key, Hajime, Small Companions, Paimon, Furina for tipping the scales, Fantastic Gymnastics, Violet, Unorthodox Upbringings, Rosaria, and Laser Focused has Kole. We proceed again to Night 6 as Chihiro simps for tables. Fubuki doesn't understand why. Hajime had it coming. Rosaria catches Ayato with a comically placed banana peel box. Who would have thunk? Kole swaps out Avi's pancakes for waffles. You remember when I said I hate Kole like a 2? It's a 6 now. Shoot that. Paimon makes a banquet for Furina and Violet. The food was terrible, and in active rage, Furina uses her God of Destruction abilities to erase Paimon from existence. Oh. I thought you were the God of Justice or something, not Destruction. Oh, Paimon, you really did need some help. Futaba and Rantaro have a pose-off. Rantaro wins. Wanderer threatens Mahiru with a good time. Raiden continuing to stick her hand in that campfire. She's like, huh, very warm. Queen thinks about winning, but will she win? Can she even survive the feast? No. The cornucopias with the food, weapons, and more from the tributes families. Rantaro kills Fubuki with her own weapon. She couldn't go back in time anymore. Furina overhears Queen killing her. Raiden decides not to attend the feast. Wanderer sets Mahiru on fire with a Molotov. Chihiro, Rosaria, Violet, and Futaba team up to get food, weapons, supplies, and memoirs. And Ayato discovered all the lore on Slugmaface. His life is now complete. We still have a day to get through. And Chihiro wonders which events are canon to the Danganronpa Hunger Games lore. Furina. Each cheese puss, Violet spends a date ticket on Ayato. Raiden is stronger than she appears. Futaba reminisces about season 4, and Rantaro overhears Rosaria and Wanderer talking in the distance. We lost just another 6, but that brings us within our saving grace picks range after this Claire de Lune 4. Hajime, Kole, Paimon, Fubuki, Queen, Mahiru. And our long game is almost over. I'll say my spiel real quick. Your picks sucked, you suck. But you know who doesn't suck? Me, because I'm letting you make some new picks. And they will be your saving grace picks. They won't be as good as mine because, let me tell you who's here. High Flying still has Wanderer. Deep Pocket still has Ayato. Nail Party still has Rantaro. Very good. 7 KOs too. IT Club still has 2 people in, but they don't have the moxie to win. Chihiro and Futaba, they both suck. 2 Sweet Styles, the Raiden Shogun. As we scroll down, we do see tipping the scales still has Furina, Fantastic Gymnastics, with Violet and Unorthodox Upbringings. With Rosaria, make your saving grace picks first, second, and third. And although you might not like me, you can still like this video. Go ahead and do that. I dare you. In fact, you don't have the moxie, you don't have the guts, you don't have the swagger, the drip to hit that like button. You don't. You don't. I'll hit it. You don't worry about it, because you can't. That's fine. I'm gonna make my picks though, first, second, and third. Give me for first place. I'm taking Rosaria. If someone has the swagger to do something, it's Rosaria. If someone who sucks less than the rest of these people, it's Rosaria. For second, I think I have to take not the IT Club. They suck. I'm gonna take Rantaro. He's proven himself. He's proven himself in the past. He's been an agent of chaos for tag teams. He's won the tag team championships. If there's anyone who can do it, it's probably Rantaro. And for third, I'm gonna take the Wanderer because you know what? He feels very heel sometimes, just like me. Those are my picks. We don't have a whole bunch of time to waste, so I'll say that these, 9? They're all here with the same heart, determination, the same pulse, and perhaps even the same fate as that of a samurai woman. let's get in here. Let's scroll down and let's see how this game plays out as we proceed. Night 7 begins with Ayato stabbing Chihiro with a sword. What did I tell you guys? IT Club doesn't have the moxie. They're just not cool. They can't handle winning a game, and Futaba, she's gonna get out soon. Don't worry. She's trash. Raiden, Shogun, and Furina steal weapons from Futaba's camp while she's asleep. She doesn't even have weapons anymore. Futaba can't do a thing. Wanderer dyes his hair yellow. Violet starts a beef with American President James K. Polk. He sucks. Rantaro gets a hold of my soundboard, plays Samurai Woman. I mean, go ahead. Go, for sure, why not? And Rosario, who was my pick, was apparently a dummy too. Should have never picked her. Activates a bomb, presses a button, she blows up. Silly. Dummy. Day 8 begins with Violet and Futaba working together to toss Rantaro's items into lava. Furina blurts out the fact that she likes Ayato in a non-platonic way. Ayato accepts the confession wholeheartedly, my gosh. And Raiden chases Wanderer around with a mace. We just lost the 1. No, we lost 2. I already forgot about this IT Club because, let's be honest, I expected them to be gone already. It is a terrible turnabout for Chihiro, I guess, and Rosario, who was silly. Pushed a button. Dummy, yeah. We are down now to 7. Wanderer, Ayato, Rantaro, Futaba, Furina, who's down there, the Raiden Shogun, and Violet. I feel like Violet's been quiet this game. Could that quietness come out to celebrate a victory? It's still Samurai Woman. We could see a big event and a bunch of people could perish, but I think we're gonna just ease out this game. As Ayato attempts to climb a tree, but falls on Rantaro, killing them both. Maybe not. Futaba she wins an adult. Wait, hold on a minute. Wait, is it over? Wait, oh my gosh! Me, who just said, man, Violet's been real quiet this episode. I think she might sneak up and win. Could that happen? Yeah. Call that a reverse jinx for Miss Violet because this game's over. Ayato attempts to climb a tree but falls onto Rantaro, killing them both. X and X to the both of you. Futaba wins an adult choice award. She is then hunted down by the Warriors of Hope for being a filthy demon. X to her too. We all knew IT Club was never gonna win. They suck. Violet violently snaps Wanderer's neck. One of my picks, but you know what? He's trash too. Furina is disqualified from the games for committing tax evasion. Yeah, that sounds about right. And so it would be Violet versus the Raiden Shogun. However, the Raiden Shogun takes one step towards Violet, starting to pull the sword out of her boobies. Steps on a landmine, blows up. And so, in a moment's notice, it is Fantastic Gymnastics, and they are your winners. Now I'll tell you what, Violet and Akane, they've teamed up together before, but this time around they got Mizuki on their side, and Violet was just like, you know what? He pointed out that I was being a little quiet this game. I gotta make sure I end it right here, right now, and that's exactly what she did. Violet wins for Fantastic Gymnastics, and they go on to the Season 15 finale. Great, Fantastic Gymnastics, they did it. Proud of them. This episode's been real long, but I gotta just go through here real quick. I gotta be like, hey, check this out. That's the bracket. You love to see it. Fantastic Gymnastics there at the head of the bracket. Yeah. But also you have our tag team champions, Dinner Party, there in first with their titles. We got like 10 episodes to go left, and let's see how it goes. Let's see how it plays out. However, let's keep on going real quick because we gotta do a slow scroll through everybody else. Violet first, the Raiden Shogun second, Furina third, Wanderer fourth, Futaba fifth, Rantaro sixth, Ayato seventh, Rosaria eighth, Chihiro ninth, and rounding off your top 10 is my Hero. Will slow scroll through every other competitor of this game, and that's everybody who's in tag team action this season. Your favorites, your not so favorites, are all here, and they will be competing for the rest of the season. Will your favorites get victories? Did your favorite get a victory today? Who knows? We'll see very, very soon. Look at all these fools. Violet, good on you. You earned it. Everyone else, trash. Especially you, Reiko. Last place? You should be better than that. You should. But you're not. Love to see it. We'll proceed once again. Start with Reiko, who couldn't make it. Oh, you know what? She didn't even make it. That's how trash she was. Can't even schedule. Can't even schedule right. You gotta get your schedule right, Reiko. Ridiculous. And then Violet just watched as the world stumbled and fell around her. It was incredible. Rantaro had 7 KOs. Professor Layton had 6. Furina and Futaba with 5. In fact, I think this was Furina's first game. Made it very far, especially on a game of 171. Yeah, good on you. Amber, Ayato, Monica, Paimon, Rosaria, Violet had 4. You can see everybody else for yourself. I'm not gonna read this to you. You can read, you can pause things. Ridiculous. Unless you suck too. You might. We'll go back to the reaping. That's all the time we got. I've been here for way longer than I wanna be here. I'll be back next week where I can truly recognize and acknowledge your true champion. These dinner party fools, whatever. Tag team champions, whoop-de-doo. Oh my gosh, who would have thunk? Forget about that. I'm telling you, next Thursday is going to be a show you won't want to miss it. The champion, because first of all, Chaos will not reign tomorrow. Forget about it. 5% chance, forget about it. Next week when I get to introduce your champion of champions, Avi, that's the episode I look forward to. But until then, toodaloo, flight crew, Friday V sucks, Brawloween's this weekend. Thanks for watching.